Hey, what's up, y'all? It's Hookah Anonymous, and you are now rocking with Mickey Truth. She live up to her name, not the fame. So make sure y'all subscribe to her channel and stay updated on what's real. Bye.
Coming from where I come from, they doubted me, but I came up. I made it through the storm, trying to conquer the world. I made it through the storm, trying to conquer the world. Coming from where I come from, they doubted me, but I came up. I made it through the storm, trying to conquer the world. I made it through the storm, trying to conquer the world.
Good reporting ass Mickey.
We love you, Mickey.
Hello.
Hi, this is Mickey Truth.
Hey, what's going on?
What's up? It's your girl Mickey Truth, aka Mickey Facts, and I'm back with another video. And yes, y'all are seeing correctly and hearing correctly. Your girl Mickey Truth sat down and had a phone conversation with Bleu DaVinci. Yes. And y'all, I ain't gonna lie, I was a little scared at first, but we actually had a great conversation. We talked about a lot of key points that, I wanted to talk about, that I've been trying to ask them, since the first night I dropped the content on Clubhouse, okay? And I want to say, let me tell y'all this story real quick for those who probably wasn't on that premiere. That night that I premiered a video, I want to say it had to be like 2 o'clock in the morning, right? It was in regards to the cuff paperwork breakdown. Well, it was a account under that video with the name Dion Gatlin. And at first I thought it was a troll because I'm like, the hell? But something just was like, just say something. So I said something bad. And come to find out, it was actually Dion Gatlin's daughter, Tamara, right? And the crazy thing is, we talked for a few hours that night. I'm talking about, it was like almost 4 a.m. my time. And the next day, she hit me up and was like, yo, I talked to Blue. He said he's willing to talk to you. So I'm like, oh, so definitely was a blessing. Because y'all know, I've been saying it even in my last video about Bleu DaVinci. I want to talk with him to get some, clarification on a few things within the story. So, like it says, this is part 1 of the breakdown, okay? And just so happened, when we had the phone conversation, which was yesterday, J-Bo new interview was released. So, of course, we should just start with that, right? So, first, let's get into what J-Bo had to say before, and then we'll get into what Blue had to say.
Yeah, it was Lovejoy. I know I've been there. So I ended up getting. It took about 10 hours for me to get to my pod. So when I got to my pod, it took them 12 minutes to tell me to pack your shit back up and come back downstairs. You finna go to the hole. So I'm saying, what the fuck I'm going to the hole for? They like, well, you got 13 separatees. Separatees is somebody that told on your case or on you. You know what I'm saying? Like,
You can't be around them, right?
You can't be around.
Yeah.
Not separatees. They gonna keep you separate.
I want to stop there. But before I get into that, just remember, all information is alleged, assumed, and opinion-based based off public records that I researched, okay? Okay, y'all, follow me real quick before we get into it. You see the screen. It has initials, then has AKAs, then some of them have actual full names, first and last name. Some have question marks. Now, these are 13 initials on here, okay? Now, some of these initials, you'll see multiple names because I haven't been able to confirm which one it is. But keep in mind, 13 names as we continue. Now, I do want to ask you a question, just respectfully, just because you brought J-Bo up. He interview just dropped today, and he said just what you just said on this interview, right? And he said that it was like you're supposed to have it corroborated on somebody named Wu's case. I haven't looked at it, but I just wanted to ask, like, what did what did you feel about that?
I ain't never cooperated on Wu case. So look, this is what he's trying to say. This is what he says. This is what he's saying in that last interview he did. He was trying to say that there is no paperwork, number one, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Like I said again about Meech and the limo and shit. Here we go again with the junior boss. Both bosses is condemning me of being a rat. I never told on nobody, and there's no paperwork to support it. This is the second time it's happening. He's a dickhead. That's why he's going down. As we speak, he's already going down. Everybody looking at him like a fucking idiot. So this is what he's saying. He's saying in 2010, when they brought the whole BMF back, not just Blue. So let's not they brought Blue back to court for Woo. No, baby. They brought Big Meech, Blue, J-Bo, Tito, D-Shot, everybody back from BMF, okay?
Right.
Because they apprehended, I believe, was to be the last person that got picked up from BMF, okay? Now, the thing is, this was my situation. Woo was my situation on the street. Let me put it like that to not have to say too much.
Gotcha.
He was my situation, right?
Mm-hmm.
I never knew when he got picked up, never talked about Woo or none of that shit. My whole time I was in prison, none of that shit. I thought he was just still on the streets chilling. So whenever they picked him up, they brought us all back on writs to court. And why they do this, I learned, throughout this process, is why they do this is because, all right, say like, if it's 10 of us locked up already and then they pick up an 11th person, they'll just bring us all back to court. And then your lawyer will tell you, well, shit, they got the other 10 people that you was fucking with at the time here in court. So if any of them got any information that they can fucking smash you with, I don't know if they told them, I don't know if they tell it, I don't know if they not, but they here in the building. That's what your lawyer tells you. Then you get scared, like, well, this nigga know this nigga know that, this nigga know that, and then you plea out. That's how they get their fucking plea out every
So y'all already know, Truth Team, we definitely had to pull the paperwork. So Woo, aka Vernon Coleman, is a part of the indictment that Bleu DaVinci is on. So I already had the indictment, right? So then it went on to say like different things like hearings. Now I will say he was the very last one to be arrested on that indictment. It took him 2 years to catch up to him. And from what I read, a confidential source provided that information. Now, on his case file, if you go to Pacer, right, it's a document labeled 600. If you open that document and you can read through it because I think the first few pages is about his arrest and it tells how they had the informant give the info, blase, blase. Now, this is actually a motion where he requested to be able to get information off his case. And the court actually approved the request that he put in. Let me go ahead and add it to the video. So if y'all have really been paying attention, you will be saying to yourself right now, Mickey, I've seen those initials before in this video. Well, you have, Truth Team, because those are the initials I put in at the beginning of the video where you saw that I put names next to some of them. So yes, those are listed in the documents, okay? And on there, it says that the government granted the release of the identities of those individuals. Now, could I find the sheet or the reply to that? No, it could be sealed. However, I was able to kind of get a lot of them filled in. But this is the thing. As you can see in the video, they have the real name, the AKA, and the nickname, right? Bleu DaVinci's real name is Barima McKnight. His AKA will be Bleu DaVinci, and then his AKA to that will be Jason Robinson. Okay, so if you take the initials of that, it's either going to be BM, BD, or JR.
Okay.
Right.
When they brought us all back, okay, we went to a facility called Robert A. Dayton Detention Facility. This is a holdover facility in Atlanta for federal inmates, okay? Mm-hmm. This facility is the facility that I was housed in before I went to prison. So it's a couple different places that you could go to when you're in Atlanta before you go to prison, okay? A couple different places that house federal inmates. Out of all of the people that were BMF, it was me and it was the other nigga that was telling Omari were the only two people that I know of that was actually housed in Robert A. Dayton Detention Facility before. Because when I first got there, Omari was there finna go to court on Meech, and then he ended up leaving, okay? When I first got to Robert A. Dayton. Also, when I got to Robert A. Dayton, they was building a brand new side called the D-Pod that was under construction. It was a new side of the jail, they new side. But by the time I left, it still wasn't built yet, okay? By the time I come back on this writ, the D-Pod is built, and when I got to the jail, they just classified me to the same fucking unit I was in before I went to prison, which was the C-Pod, okay? Mm-hmm. Or F-Pod. No, I was in F-Pod. That's what it was. I was in F-Pod. And so that was the same fucking police in there and shit was the same people that was there 3 years ago when I was just in that place, right? So I knew all them people when I got there. Oh, it's just nigga Blue. Fuck you come back for and all that shit, right? So I'm in that motherfucker. Now, when they bring these niggas from their jail, they never had been classified for this jail before. So I'm just figuring, by listening to what he said or what his excuse was, that when they got classified for that new side when they came in, for the D-Pod side that they had built. Because that's where they had them niggas somewhere else from where I was at in the facility, but I was in my original housing unit. They didn't have to reclassify me. It's like when you come to jail and they pull your papers, my papers is already filled out. For fucking dental, my dental was there, my medical was there, the unit I was in there before, the last shots I got, my TB test is there, all my shit is already on file.
Right.
These niggas got to get processed into the jail, and they got to get categorized to where they going and go to a unit. I didn't have that. My shit was already done. So that's why I'm figuring I was in one place and they was, because then again, I'll tell you again, I never told on nobody. So his excuse is, oh, it was a separate team between Blue and us because we was on this side and Blue was on that side and we couldn't talk to him. So I don't need no paperwork. I am the paperwork. I know that nigga told. This is what J-Bo is saying.
Right.
Okay, number one. Okay? Now, let's pick his ass apart. This is where we pick him apart at. Number one, I just told you a minute ago that after I came home from prison, when I was throwing parties and shit on the street, I did a special thing for J-Bo, and I made him hoodies for all of his people from St. Louis, and his play sister came down, and the new rappers that he was fucking with for his new label when he got home all came to Detroit and partied with us, right?
Right.
But the night of when they came and partied with us, guess what? A nigga named Little Rob came, which is J-Bo's play brother, okay? Lil Rob. Lil Rob already got paperwork out here about some other niggas telling about some heroin. So I would not let Lil Rob come into the party so he could take photo ops with us and shit in the party, and then, you know, niggas is harboring Lil Rob.
That makes sense.
I'm figuring, okay, that J-Bo had an issue with that, okay? Because me and J-Bo was fine. We had talked on the phone, blah, blah, blah. Oh, as a matter of fact, another time before then, before that party happened, I was shooting a mini movie in Atlanta called The Gray Area. I was at Club Medusa. My boy Montana pulled up on me and said, "Hey, nigga, I got JBZ on the phone right here, nigga." I get on the phone, "What up, fool?" He like, "What up?" We talking this shit. And he like, "Yeah, nigga, I'm getting out next. This 2017. He like, "Yeah, I'm getting out next year, October, bro. It's gonna be on." Boo, boo, boo. We had a regular conversation. I'm like, "Nigga, I'm out here filming a mini movie, nigga. You know it's still on, nigga. I'm out here doing my shit." "Oh, nigga, for sure. When I get home, nigga, it's boo, 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 boo. All right, get my number from Montana. Keep in contact with me. All right, for sure. Bet." Nothing, right?
Right.
It ain't until all this shit start going on to this bitch ass nigga come out and start having something to say. Like it's cute. See, these is they clout chasing tactics, okay? But they got to know they playing with the wrong person. J-Bo know I'm gonna beat him up, number one. Number two, bro, why would you even play with me like that? Like, you know I'm finna embarrass you in front of the public and then embarrass you again. And then I'm telling the truth, so y'all niggas finna look like suckers like 3 times in a row. Wu ain't never said that Blue told on him or nothing. Wu ain't never produced no paperwork. We all got the paperwork on who told on Wu. Guess who it was?
I know I found about 5 people, and I could.
Ralphie again.
Yeah, he was one.
Ralph Sims. Guess
Yeah,
who Ralph Sims
I
is?
listened to him. Yeah, for sure.
Guess who Ralph Sims is though?
Hold on. Which one is that? Is that somebody's brother or no?
Ralph Sims is J-Bo's man that he brought to us.
Oh, okay.
So
That's not the one from LA, right? That's not the one from LA, right?
Nah, but he got caught in LA.
Oh, okay, got you. Okay.
So that's why you say LA. Guess where he got caught at?
Where?
In my neighborhood. Fucking with niggas that's from my neighborhood. And he got caught with 3 bricks and started telling on everybody. He told about that limo. He told on Jeezy. He told on every motherfucking body. Right, and that's J-Bo, man. So as I'm telling people that, like how I'm telling you this,
right.
J-Bo get madder and madder because now everybody looking at him for the dunce he is. Boy, you came from out the trunk getting robbed and slapped around with the pistol. And then you brought all these weird-ass niggas around. Only 2 solid niggas you brought around, and the rest of these niggas you brought around was weird as fuck and telling this shit. And then y'all trying to blame Blue for it? Come on, bro, chill.
Let me ask you a question, because it's just because as far as my research so far, the only thing I found with yours was the transcripts from your sentencing hearing, right? But I have found, like, the only thing I found was a transcript, right, where your lawyer says what she says. But I found like somebody named Old Dog. I got his paperwork.
Oh yeah, that's what Jeezy was talking about. 745 back to back, me and Old Dog.
Oh, I got the Ralph Sims paperwork.
Omari McCree was one of the first niggas telling.
Yes, him, Ralph Sims, Doc, and dang, it was somebody else. I don't have my list in front of me.
Doc Marshall, you got Anthony, you got Benjamin, you got all these different niggas that told. I'll start telling you these names. I'll send you a bunch of paperwork on these niggas. I got 15.
So why do you think they pinpoint you though when it's literally tons of paperwork where they literally break it down?
Understand something, baby. See, this will make you love it even more. Watch this. What you gotta understand. If you take this shit back, if you go look at you can look at, if it ain't showing the Stars BMF show, and it's saying anything that's recorded or documented about BMF, it's mine. It's all mine. It's all about me. All that BMF shit wasn't about Big Meech. He was the drug dealer. I'm the artist. I'm the rapper. I'm the nigga doing the music. Hello. All of the videos, all of that shit is about me. So everything that people see is about me. So the only thing that you could do to get popular with BMF is either big up Blue or tear Blue down. It's got to be something around Blue.
So I'm gonna bring this part of the interview to a close because we covered the paperwork associated with the Wu case, right? You heard from Bleu DaVinci himself, you know, so it's kind of like that's one chapter we can kind of leave alone at this point. Of course, y'all, if y'all find something I did not, let me know. But hey, I'm pretty confident in my opinion to say Blue didn't have nothing to do with telling on that case. Now, what I will say is part 2 of the breakdown with talking with Bleu DaVinci, we're gonna get into the Tammy Cohen situation. Yes, y'all know I had to ask him about it. So make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend, and until next time, holla.
Now it's the other way around. They mad cause I made it out.
I took the hard way. I ain't asking a nigga for nothing. I threw the hard way. Hard way. Hard way, my heart to this day. I'm really with it, my feelings in it, so please, bitch, don't play. I took the hard way. I ain't asking a nigga for nothing. I threw the hard way. Hard way. Hard way, my heart to this day. I'm really with it, my feelings in it, so please, bitch, don't play. Hey.